Hello everyone, I'm Padmini Arhant, author and president padminiarhant.com, prakriti.padminiarhant.com. I am about to speak on the event, a tragic event indeed, that took place in a coastal town, Thoothukudi, in southern state of India, Tamil Nadu. The people in this town had been exposed to serious health issues due to environment violations by the copper plant that was operating in this particular place, Thoothukudi. There has been series of environment violations by this industry, by this factory, the copper plant, Sterlite copper plant factory. Basically, the company is based in London. Vedanta Groups, owned by the founder and owner Anil Agrawal. The owner Vedanta Groups is operated by Vulcan Investments owned Vedanta Groups. Their subsidiary is the Sterlite copper plant in Thoothukudi, India, and this plant has been involved in environment violations, dumping toxic chemicals and waste in reservoir and wells that has contaminated water, as you can imagine, and that goes for the air pollution as well. So basically the environment violations by this particular copper plant has contributed to significant health problems to local residents in Thoothukudi, and as a result the people have experienced some serious illnesses that had become a cause for great concern, understandably. And this has been going on for more than 2 decades, and obviously, when the problem reached its peak, the people could no longer tolerate, they could no longer put up with the environment abuse and contributing to their health issues. So they had approached the government authorities, the regulatory board, and all the relevant authorities and members who are supposedly responsible to monitor and address these issues. Not surprisingly, because of corruption, they've all been bought and they've all been lured into complicity, leaving the people, the local residents, on their own, to fend for themselves on their own. So this is something that had happened, and when the protest took place, as many of you would know, the protest had gone on for several days and months, I believe at least 3 months. And then when they reached the 100th day, that on that day the protest was again all along has been very peaceful and non-violent, but then on the 100th day the police firing at the unarmed civilians, the protesters, had resulted in the tragic loss of lives. That included high school students. One of them, a 10th grader. She was only in 10th grade, high school student, and there were others who are also high school students. So it is indeed very tragic that the law enforcement took an extreme step to disperse the peaceful, non-violent protesters by using the arms against the people. That is what I'm going to talk about in this topic, the Thoothukudi violence, that is the police violence against people. And I'm going to present this topic in Tamil for the message is related to the local residents in Thoothukudi. I will be back with my presentation on other issues from worldwide. Thank you all.